Rockford IceHogs take off to the Great White North this evening to begin a 5-game road trip with the first 2 in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, as they cross paths with the Manitoba Moose at Canada Life Center. Hello, everybody. Joseph Zakrzewski back with you for this episode of IceHogs Warmup. Coming up on the program, we're going to hear from assistant coach Jared Nightingale, get his take on the IceHogs in the beginning of this road trip. We'll also catch up for the first time with forward Curtis Gabriel. Well, for the IceHogs, they just got done with a 3-game and 3-day weekend against the Iowa Wild and Texas Stars. Went 1-2 over that weekend, now looking to get back to their winning ways, squaring off against the number 2 team in the Central Division in Manitoba. So let's take a look at the updated Central Division standings. The IceHogs enter tonight with a record of 22-23-1 to sit in 4th place of the Central Division, and are taking on a Manitoba Moose team that is 27-17-2-1 and occupied the 2nd place spot. The Chicago Wolves lead the Central overall. They're back to their winning ways after cooling off briefly. They're on a 5-game point streak to hold that top spot. They actually came from behind last night for a victory over the Texas Stars. Then you have Manitoba. Milwaukee sitting idle tonight, and they have dropped their last 2 in 3rd place, so the door is open for the IceHogs to gain some ground. Then you have Grand Rapids in 5th place. 7 wins over their last 10, so the Hogs have to keep a close eye on them in the rearview mirror. Iowa and the Stars rounding out the rest of the Central. The Hogs are out on the road after a 3-game and 3-day weekend in which they would go 1-2-0. They would drop games on Friday and Sunday to Iowa and the Texas Stars, but would have a thrilling 7-4 victory on Saturday at the BMO. Forward Andre Altsbarmakian and Mike Hardman on Sunday would provide the goals for the IceHogs. Rockford had the lead, but it was the Stars that kept it close and would actually score twice in the final minutes of the game to steal the victory. But that would close out the month of February for your IceHogs, in which they would go 6-6-0, trying to break away from that 500 play, one step forward, one step back mentality, and that can all start as early as tonight against Manitoba. Defenseman Ian Mitchell would lead the IceHogs in the month of February with 11 points. Mike Hardman was a close second with 10 points. But now the IceHogs become road warriors. It is the first of a 5-game road trip for them, the second longest of the season after opening the year on a 6-game road trip to allow for some completions of the BMO Harris Bank Center renovations, namely the ice floor that's currently underneath the ice as we speak. As for the Manitoba Moose, it's been home sweet home for them. This is game number 6 of a season-long 9-game homestand. They are 2-3-0 so far over that homestand. They just hosted Chicago on Saturday and Sunday. They would have a 5-1 loss in game number 1, but a thrilling 4-3 shootout victory in game number 2. Bobby Lynch and Greg Morales would each have a goal and an assist. Jeff Malott, whose viral walk-off shootout winner, was the game decider. And then, of course, you can find that pretty much on any hockey social media platform. Malott's game-winning shootout goal, and then he would just depart right out the tunnel in celebration with the Manitoba fans. Now they're looking to get back to their winning ways. The Moose are. They went 4-6-0 in the month of February and just have 2 wins in their last 8 games. They're led by defenseman Leon Gavenki with 26 points. And speaking of Jeff Malott, he leads the club with 14 goals overall. In the head-to-head series, tonight is the second of 8 meetings. Hard to believe that they haven't seen each other all that much. In fact, the first meeting was way back in early November on the 7th at BMO Harris Bank Center, and that would feature a 4-3 victory for your IceHogs. Lucas Reichel would perform a hat-trick, his first AHL hat-trick of his career, and forward Josiah Slavin would also have 2 assists. But Manitoba, a strong push in the second half of the game, namely the 3rd period. They would score all 3 of their goals in that final frame to cut it within 1, but the IceHogs able to hang on to victory. And tonight is the first trip to Manitoba for the IceHogs since February of 2020, February 13th to be exact. IceHogs did not see the Moose at all last year, so even seeing them in November was the first time they had seen their longtime rivals in quite a while. All-time, the IceHogs are 19-23-3, but here in Winnipeg, they've done all right, 12-9-1-0, so looking to get things started on the right skate tonight at Canada Life Center. The IceHogs look to kick off this road trip with a big victory tonight against the Manitoba Moose out at Canada Life Center in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Coming up on IceHogs Warmup, we're going to hear from assistant coach Jared Nightingale. We'll also catch up with forward Curtis Gabriel and get you live at Canada Life Center and ready for the opening puck drop. So stay tuned for more IceHogs Warmup.